my third eye and higher consciousness guide me in what I am about to share in this moment. You guys know I rarely go live, but I did feel led to do so. Fix my necklace. You guys like my necklace? I made it from seashells I found on the beach. Anyhow, I felt led to share this video to talk about collective energies, thought patterns, intrusive thought patterns, and how to not be overwhelmed with the energies that are around you during these times. So you guys know that there's a lot going on in the world stage right now, and I always say that it's gonna be happening. There's always gonna be something happening in the world stage that saddens us, that makes us angry, outraged maybe, sad, anxious, nervous, all of those emotions. And it's important that we understand how to not get distracted by the outside so much and to stay focused more on our inner energies. There is a light side and a shadow side to the collective. I was just on a live with one of my friends last night, T.S. Bradshaw, astrologer, numerologist, and she was discussing the shadow side of the collective. And although we, hi Empress, how are you? Although we oftentimes talk about how all of these thoughts and energies are shared with the collective, and they're usually very powerful and beautiful downloads that everyone's receiving at once and to share with the planet, there is also the downside of viral negativity, anxiety, stress. When you spend a lot of time on social media, scrolling and reading everybody's thoughts, everybody's energies are just thrown at you, right? So there comes a point where you may have an intrusive thought pattern that you can't get out of your head. Do you ever have like a song in your head and like that rhythm just stays in your head and like you just can't get it out? That happens to me a lot because I listen to music a lot. But the same can happen with thoughts. You know, the same can happen with the collective energy right now. And so to not be overwhelmed, because as I said, things are always going to be happening on the world stage. We have to understand how to shield ourselves. We need to be aware of what's happening in the world, but not allow it to absorb us to the point where we are out of touch with our own energy, our own higher self. There's a lot of healing work that needs to be done on this planet. Obviously, we are not there yet. We are headed in that direction. I do have hope. I do intentionally send out that visualization along with so many other millions of people on the planet. So we are evolving, I believe, in the right direction in spite of the darkness we're seeing around us. And I have said before, right before humanity takes a leap forward, there's always a step backwards. With everything going on with the laws and the politics and the violence and things, the darkness is grasping at straws because it knows it doesn't have much time left. Because we're reaching a critical point where many of us are no longer going to accept that lower vibration existence. We will not be able to maintain that vibration once you ascend to a higher frequency. In order to ascend to a higher frequency, we have to not only just hope and pray that things happen. There's nothing wrong with praying if you're praying in a meditative, intentional way, connecting with your higher self, and not just praying to what you feel is some unattainable God in the sky, and maybe He will listen. Praying with intention, meaning, you know, really putting that reality out into the multiverse so that you can align with that reality that you want. So the best way to connect with ourselves is to go into ourselves as much as possible. We can watch these things that are happening from a detached higher self standpoint, where we are seeing, but we are not absorbing. Do you understand what I mean? You can tap into your higher self so that you can see from a detached perspective. You go into yourself, you connect with nature, you connect with your inner mind, whatever that is for you. Don't let the things of this world steal your joy, your joyful moments. There is still happiness and joy and love to be had and experienced. So, tap into what makes you happy. Instead of constantly watching the news or, checking your phone nervously for updates every few minutes, which I know a lot of people that do that, it's sapping away all of your energy. When you should be focused on, the only way to affect the collective is with the individual self. So we have to go by actions. We don't only visualize, but we do action in the world that creates the change, right? So do something that will help society. Do something locally within your community that will help the world, individual people that local institutions. If you are in a position to create change through laws, go for it. I personally am not a political minded person. Although we do, it's forced upon us. We have to pay attention to these things that are happening, right? But I'm not one to really put my energy into politics. But if you're the type of person and you're in a position where you can make actions in this world, loving actions to create change, it starts with each person. And we have to reach that point where the majority of human beings on this planet are tired of the way things are and genuinely want to make a change within themselves. So when I say be the light, it's just not some abstract thought that I'm just sitting around, be the light, la, la, la. No. Be the light means being, not only saying. Be about it and just talk about it. And anybody that knows me offline, in person, I'm the same online and I'm the same offline. I'm about it. I'm not about just words. So, I really wanted to convey that message that we don't need to just really anchor our energy in love and light and groundedness. And if you're looking for ways to balance your energy with nature, fire burns away what we don't need anymore and turns it to ash. Water unlocks the subconscious mind and has us connecting with our inner self, our higher self. Air just refreshes and just shifts energies around. It's energies that are stuck and stagnant. I oftentimes sit outside in the silence and I just allow the breeze to wash over me, because if you're really in a shamanic frame of mind, you understand that all the elements are part of the creation and they are all here to assist you. So air moves that energy and refreshes and brings in new things. And earth grounds us. Earth is one of my favorite ways to ground. I have a lot of trees on my property, which I love. And I will sit under a tree or on it, next to a tree, and I will soak in that wisdom and groundedness of the earth. And you can just simply put your hands on the earth, your feet on the earth, and just feel the connection from Mother Gaia coming up into you, filling you with that inner peace and groundedness and stability that you need at this time. So it's really essential that we invest in ourselves, and not from a selfish standpoint, not just I'm just gonna ignore everything happening around me and just focus on doing me. It's not that mindset or that energy or intention. A lot of people probably see my posts and think her head's in the clouds and she's always talking about love and light, blah blah blah, and she's totally tapped out. So, but what you guys don't understand is I'm so tapped in that I don't know how to explain it. I'm tapped in on several frequencies. I'm tapped into what's happening here in this physical 3D matrix, and I'm also tapped into the other realms, right? And one affects the other. So what's happening on the astral plane and the energetic plane happens and manifests here in the physical plane. So, if you're having trouble feeling grounded, or you just feel like you're lost, or maybe you're in that part of your spiritual journey where you're like in the dark soul of the night, and you feel hopeless, and you feel depressed, and you feel lost, confused, there's help available for you. And I've said this in my videos, we are connected to on the other side. We have spirit guides, we have angels, we have cosmic and celestial soulmates that are not incarnated on earth with us at this time, but are still deeply connected, and we can still access their energy and love and support. Of course, the ancestors, you can always tap into your ancestors from your genetic lineage, from your starseed lineage, your cosmic lineage. There's all kinds of help out there if you really want it. Let me turn the music down just a bit. So, it's just, it's important that we understand how these energies work, and how the collective can really affect us. Okay, you have to be aware of that. Because thoughts are power. We're all connected. Even though it feels like you're alone, sometimes we're all connected. We're all connected energetically in our thoughts. We're connected here and in the dream plane and the spiritual realm. So like everybody's affecting everyone. If you're here in the 3D and you don't know how to ground your energy, you're asking for, you're asking to feel. Hold on. I really tried to put this music a little lower. I'm not sure if the music was too loud or not. Anyway, ground your thoughts. Make space within your own mind to have your own critical thinking, your own thoughts and feelings. Ask for your mind to be grounded by your higher self, so that you stay tapped in to that frequency and not the chaos that surrounds, because there's always chaotic energy, and especially negative energy goes viral very quickly. And when I mean viral, I mean not just like sharing things like reels and videos. It's just the energy's in the air with everything that's happening. So if you feel a need for a detox, I just posted about that yesterday. It was a regular post, not a video. But it's time for a detox for some of us. And I'm not talking about really like a dietary or nutritional detox. I'm talking about maybe getting off social media, which I'm probably going to do. And it's funny because I always make these videos like right before I have this time where I disappear for a little bit and get off of social media, because I'm tapped into my intuition and I know it's time. But the excessive scrolling and absorbing others' energies is a lot. And if you do still want to be online, make sure you're only clicking into accounts that you're on the same frequency. It's a positive place where you can be inspired and receive assistance and share good vibrations, happiness, and joy, or coping with the things, and not just straight up fear and anger. And because while we need we need anger to propel us forward as humanity to create change, you see that we do need anger to a degree to be to the point where we create action that's fueled by it. But we don't want to be controlled by that feeling, right? So having control over your thoughts and emotions is essential for feeling and tapping to your inner peace that's accessible to you at all times, no matter what is happening around you. And really, honestly, I just really wanted to talk about that, because I feel like it's needed. And if you feel like you need a little insight, a deeper insight, definitely contact me, reach out to me. I'm here in DM or whatever the case may be. And maybe we can work together in finding some ways that you can feel more grounded and you can access inner guidance and wisdom from your own self. So that's important. We can't do the work for people as light workers, but we can help guide and things like that. So the download is over. That's pretty much what I wanted to share. I appreciate you for watching and whoever's watching on the replay of this. So that's it. And I hope that you spend your time and energy wisely and productively and in ways that protect your glow and your vibration. And with that, I would like to say blessed day to all. I send you bliss, I send you joy, I send you blessings, I send you good energy, and I love you.